What's up, YouTube? It's Ben with Underrated Garage. I'm doing my first big change to the 370 today. I'm putting the V1 Nismo rear wing on it, so let's get to it. The Icon Motorsports wing is a great option. So let's do a quick unboxing of this thing. Comes nicely wrapped up, and the big part is it comes pre-painted to your color. And obviously I have the pearl white, so it's gonna match my car pretty well. Before we get into all this excitement with the new wing, we really have to get this sport wing off. If you have a base 370 with no spoiler on the trunk, obviously it'll be a little different. You're gonna have to drill 4 holes, but you won't have to deal with the nightmare of getting the adhesive and bolts off that hold this on. So it's kind of a give and take situation, but let's start taking that thing off. So getting into the trunk, actually, if you notice, I just popped it and it only came up a little bit. We're gonna be addressing that in this video too. And you hear that? Hatch struts are a little old. That's getting addressed too, so stay tuned for that stuff. We'll be fixing all that. But first thing you wanna do, if you have this cargo cover, you can unhook that. Let that in gently. So these plastic tabs right here are access points for bolts that hold this rear panel on. You're just gonna wanna pry from the lower section and it'll pop up, and then you can see in there's just a little 10mm bolt you have to take off on each side. You just wanna use a trim tool to get access to it, kind of find an edge you can get under a little bit. Get your fingers under there, and then you just pull it down. These orange clips are what you pry around the top part. That's somewhat easy. These white inner clips were really stuck for me. I actually had to wedge my hand in there and yank the whole thing down. These big holes here, which there's actually 2 separate bolts in there. So for both of those, a little deep 10mm socket will do the trick. They're not very tight even from the factory, so just a short ratchet like this will work with an extension. Just get that in there for the first one, which is actually a nut on a stud. Break that loose, spin that nut off. Be careful, it will fall and drop. 3M tape and clips under here. I think I already said that, but to get the 3M tape, one of the old school methods is using some fishing wire. So you kind of catch the edge with that, and then you work your way like this under it, back and forth, to release that 3M tape. And then as you work your way through, you're releasing the bond, but then it snaps in half like that. So I've gotten about to here. I'm gonna see if I can use a heat gun, work my way along it, and just lift it up a little bit, and I'll get back to you on how that works. So we've been working our way along the adhesive. We're all the way to the edge now. Sport wing is officially off. You can see how weird this rear end looks with no spoiler on it. I feel bad for you if you're a base owner and you didn't have any wing, but I guess that's why you're watching this video, right? It's time for that Nismo upgrade. So we used some plastic razor blades to get all this strips of double-sided tape off. Obviously it leaves behind some shitty adhesive, so I'm using an eraser wheel on a drill, which that'll get the remainder of the adhesive off. So it goes from that to that, and there's still a line which is like a stain on the paint. I'm gonna use a little polisher on there afterwards just to clean it all up. Now most of this is hidden by the spoiler, but some parts like the edges might not be, so I'm just gonna clean it all up, start from a fresh slate to put that Nismo wing on. So as you can see, we finished up with the eraser wheel and the buffer on the trunk. It's just a nice wingless Swiss cheese Z hatch now. So the next step is gonna be to start lining up the base plate, seeing where the holes line up to. So you've got these inner bolt holes, which actually line up to the factory bolting point right here. And then these outer bolting points actually line up to this clip point from the OEM spoiler. You can use a hole saw, make a hole, and then use a smaller hole saw in there and make another hole, and that gives you access to the bolt. But that only really helps if you have a hole saw, or if you have a lot of patience and you want to try to ream it out with a drill bit, or even a step drill bit. You could try that. So there's your first hole. You're going to get up in there to that second layer and make another hole so that you can see through. And these top holes did have to be drilled out a bit and opened up. And then just remember to put some clear coat on all these holes that you make so that they don't all end up rusting when a little bit of moisture gets to them. So now we're working with the base plate of the spoiler. We put these on that were included with it from Icon. They're little gaskets for around the bolt holes. And then we're putting all this stripping around the edges, as you can see, just so that water can't get into those factory holes. So to put the top of the spoiler on the base, I have it all upside down, and they have these access holes, 2 bolts for each side. I'm using a deep 10 with some electrical tape around the end, only because I don't have magnetic sockets, so then that holds the bolt while you're dropping it down in there. And you kind of just find that hole, feed it through. And then just start tightening it down by hand. We put it on together. It's going to be something you really want 2 people for. And then use the nut driver to put the gold bolts that they included, they're really short, on those inner points. Now for the outer points, there's a little bit of a gap between the trunk and the nut. So I'm gonna reuse these that have a built-in washer. I have a wobble extension, just so I can get on there straight with a 10mm. You just go right through that hole, line it up. Get that started on there like that. And then I'll snug it all down with a ratchet. I'm doing some supporting mods here. We're gonna do these new hatch struts so that it lifts smoothly and holds itself up strongly. And then we also have in this bag new hatch springs so that when you press that button, it pops right up and you don't have to press the button twice every time. So these hatch springs are a really easy install. All you do is put this rubber gasket around the edge of it. Twist the old one off. Put the new one in there. There's a little slot. Twist it. And that's it, they're installed. Step 1 of the hatch strut install is to get this little lock ring off the lower part. And you get that little thing out. And then you come to the top part here, you get a 12mm wrench, put it on that top one, you thread that until it's out, and then that bottom part will just slide off and you have the old one out. Finished vacuuming out the trunk, got everything out of there. It's time for the first time putting it down, grand reveal. Here's the finished product of the V1 spoiler on my 2014 370Z Sport. It's pre-painted Icon Motorsports wing is definitely a good buy. I do recommend it. It's a bit of work to install it, but hey, that's modifying cars for you, so definitely worth the time and effort that goes into it. Drop a comment if you're planning to do this to your 370, or if you just watch because you follow along on my builds. I appreciate that a lot too. This thing is looking sick now. That front angle looks mean with the V2 front bumper and the V1 wing. It's definitely OEM race car vibes. I love it. You can see the thing behind me right in my view. All right, if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely drop a like. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Appreciate you tuning in. More coming soon. See you guys.